everyone, the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro is one of those watches that Samsung is still currently selling, and the thing I will definitely tell you is that this is still probably one of the better watches you can buy from Samsung. Although we already had this direct successor of this particular watch kind of out, like the Watch 6, there was never a actual successor of the Watch 5 Pro just yet, and this watch is still, available to be bought, and I still think this is a very, very good watch for sure. It's almost like the Apple Watch Ultra competitor in a way. Now, if you want to pick up this watch, links will be down in the description. You can get them from there, and you can help support the channel at the same time. Now, starting off with the outside of the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, this particular watch on the front has a very, very good size display. This is something that I like a lot because it is a bigger size overall than the other, like the Watch 5 and the, Watch 6 that we are kind of getting. So I do like this thing because it is a very, very big watch from that, standpoint. It is also built a little bit differently. It's a much thicker watch than the standard Watch 5 or the Watch 6 that you normally get, but with that it gives you a much bigger size battery. So you're getting a better display, arguably. You're getting a better looking kind of watch if you like it kind of thick here and there. It's 45 millimeters, like I said, but it's, the casing is much thicker. But you're also getting a few more features built in that the standard Watch 5 Pro doesn't have, things like the, battery life and all that. Now, the side of this particular watch, you are getting those standard buttons. So you're getting that power button right there, and you're getting a little other button that's on the bottom of it. This is a pretty cool button. I mean, it's nice to have buttons on your particular watch, so it's always cool to have it. Not much else going on here that we haven't already seen before. It's pretty much what you'd expect, not anything super crazy, and I do think this in and of itself is another really cool thing going on for this particular watch too. Now, the top side and the bottom side is both giving you those bands. Now, the thing with the bands, and this is always kind of hit or miss for me, with Samsung phones, I've always felt like for the most part, if I'm going through and if I'm buying some sort of device that they have, the bands have never really been the best for me. I've always felt like Samsung could have done a little bit of a better job with their band selection. Unfortunately, that's not quite the case in these particular bands. Do keep in mind that it can change in the future, but so far I do feel like they could be doing a tiny bit of a better job. But as of right now, it's totally okay. It's not a big deal. But, even the process of changing the bands is kind of like hit or miss for me sometimes too, which is like another small thing. Again, not a big deal or anything, just like another minor thing to keep in mind. But beyond that, still looks very good. The thing I love the most about these Galaxy watches is that they do actually give you the capability of not only charging your particular watch from the watch itself, but you can also charge it from your particular Galaxy phone, which is really cool. So if you have a Samsung Galaxy S10 or newer, which most of you probably have it, you are actually getting that type of capability with that particular watch, which again is a very, very nice thing to have with the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. The only caveat to the Watch 5 Pro is that it only really comes out in one size. So if you wanted to get a Galaxy Watch that comes out in multiple sizes, unfortunately that won't really be happening here. But beyond that, it's still totally okay. This type of watch still looks very good. And once again, I don't really have that much to kind of complain about here from that particular perspective. So that kind of covers it up there. In terms of software, this watch is still supported. It's not really going anywhere anytime soon. It's still going to be here for probably a couple more years, which is going to be a really, really nice thing going on for this particular watch too. So once again, I like being able to buy these watches and not really have too much to worry about. And this particular watch is right there the same exact way as well. So that kind of covers it up there too. Now, on top of that, another big thing with this particular watch is its durability and its support. So we already talked about software support, but this watch is also going to be giving you Samsung support for a couple more years. You're also going to be getting, with this particular device, the cool thing is that its durability is also very good. It's like dust and water resistance. If you drop this thing, it's probably not going to break, which is another super big thing going on. It's a very, very nice watch from that particular perspective too, which is genuinely very cool. On top of that, another really big thing with this watch is the performance. The performance of the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro is still very, very good. You're going to be getting a very good chipset inside, but you have to remember you're not going to be doing anything super crazy with these particular watches. It's not like this watch is you're going to be playing games on it and doing other insane things. That's not really the case. You're going to be doing very, very basic stuff with these types of watches. So you have to keep in mind just checking notifications, maybe doing some maybe a video or voice call on a watch or whatever. You're really not going to be doing anything wild, which is a super big thing to keep in mind. So personally for me, the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, I think is still completely worth buying. I think these watches have a ton of capability. They're very good watches. And I do think if you're in the market, I would 100% recommend buying them. If you want to go and get maybe a better one that has a little bit more power to it, you can always buy the Watch 6. But I think the Watch 5 Pro is still completely worth buying. And I couldn't really recommend it enough. So in terms of that kind of covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.